4 bookshops sent back my books because they believe that I am not the kind of person they want in their bookshops. I was pretty sad to hear that. I can't let that discourage me. I'm here to reinvent myself, and that's what really matters.
Glad to see you're back.
Coming back.
That was me running into the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, on 57th Street. I can't believe I didn't stop. There must have been a big sale at Bloomingdale's. And I'm back with Fergie herself. So, you know, I watched the episode where you and Dr. Phil had a chat. And he was telling you that you're addicted to being liked, right? Mm-hmm. And he was a little hard on you with that, I think. I mean, most people want to be liked. But you tell me why it's an addiction for you.
Well, I didn't realise it was an addiction until he told me. And I actually wanted to hug him because, you know, when suddenly someone labels your behaviour, you suddenly go, OK, now I can fix it.
Yeah.
And it gave me hope. What I want to do is I want everyone to love me. And therefore, you go and do everything else for everybody else, and you get caught, which is what happened.
But let me be an armchair shrink for a second, because I also heard about your early childhood where your mother abandoned you basically at 12 years old, and then you had some other things where your father was not very nice to you. Yeah, called you names and everything. And well, that'll lower your self-esteem. And your mother, but leaving, a child must think, my goodness, I must be so unlovable, and you know, and of course, like me. My mommy didn't like me. I mean, it's a very deep issue. I don't think that Dr. Phil can fix it in one session on own channel. It's something that I hope that you are looking into that further and not just doing this show.
No. Thank you, Joy, because the whole point...
That'll be $50.
The whole point of this, of doing Finding Sarah, is that when the cameras stop, it's a real work in progress. And so after the camera stopped in January, I took myself off for 3 or 4 weeks, and I did 4 hours a day on personal mentoring on this exact subject.
Right. I mean, some people are asking you why you're doing a TV show, etc. Yeah. And I don't really think that that's a fair question, because a lot of people do TV shows. We all work for a living, and this is the one you decided to do. I think that your show is particularly painful for you, and it's hard to watch because you're such a pain sometimes.
Well, I think that being such a public figure and having humiliated myself so suitably well, you get to a point where when someone says, why didn't you go to seek help? Yeah. And the cameras are there, let them in. You've gone and blown it anyway. Yeah. So why don't you just go and learn some more? And in learning, you know, it's not about me, it's about the viewer. Let's say the viewer can say, well, I don't want to even mention it, but maybe through her I can.
Yes, yes.
Then I hope that that's in my microscopic world that people can see, okay, maybe I can help myself.